Welcome everybody to semifinal Sunday. I know that there is a final of a probably larger, more world-like bracket going on in a different game, but we're here for some Dr. Mario. It is our 2 seed, our 5 seed, our 6 seed, and our 9 seed facing off. My name's JB Henry. I'll be joined by Archer Lewis in just a moment. Before we get going, though, I want to remind you that we have a regional coming for Versus Play July 26th in Wilmington, North Carolina. More information can be found in our Discord. That Discord information, you can do !Discord in our chat and be directed that way. But all that said, we've got 3 matches for you. We're in best of 5 territory now. We've got Ibar, we've got JonDat Flindo, and we've got Archer Lewis joining me in the booth. Archer, what can you tell us about these two?
Well, I can tell you that these two they've seen each other a lot in the tournaments, but this is the first time that they have ever met outside of round 1. Most times when they are paired up against each other, it's typically the 8-9 seed, as the legends say. But this is the first time they're seeing each other outside of that, so very, very exciting. Flindo has a average of about 936, but Ibar doesn't have a 10 to 13 average in this level block so far. So, but
Yeah,
does have a best of an 806.
yeah, those averages are calculated over the past 12 months. So we haven't seen Ibar in a semifinal in a while. So that is why we see that. Oh, Flindo's about to just do a vertical drop combo. Where's that red so he can get it? Oh my goodness.
Come
There it
on, give us
is.
the red.
Only took him 8 years. Boom and boom. So we're seeing Flindo go to work here. Ibar getting his warm-ups in. Ibar advancing to the semifinals by way of a forfeit. Adelito ended up falling asleep, and unfortunately couldn't make the 5-minute call. And that happens sometimes especially when you're in a different time zone. Archer, you know all about that, being
Oh,
across the pond and everything.
That I
So
do.
Ibar fortunate to be in this final, taking on Flindo. And yeah, these Flindo had an 1866. Ibar had a 17.5 qual. Ibar had Ibar had that forfeit win against Adelito. Also beat somebody. I don't know who.
Yeah, it is a
They're not.
mystery.
Yeah, it's a mystery. Flindo's run took him 2-0 over Ramsey Fox, and then 2-0 over Solar Espeon. So, and the odds say on Zoodark site, which you can go to drmariostats.zoodark.net, the odds say a 69 to 31 advantage for JonDat Flindo, but never tell Ivar the odds.
Yeah, we know Ibar, he can hit hard and heavy. We're just waiting on the readies from both of our players.
Yeah.
Let's well, we got the readies. We're just now waiting on the countdown. It won't be long before they show us what they're made of in 3, 2, 1, and pills. Let's see what they can do.
All right, off we go here. You're going to see a lot more viruses here in these level blocks. We're starting in double-digit level blocks. Flindo's going to have to be creative with red early, just no early access to red, and it definitely is showing there. And now that's transitioning to a lack of yellow access with that garbage play in columns 4 and 5. Looks like he's going to get things down just to drop the stack. Meanwhile, on Ibar's side, Ibar's got a very red heavy top line, working on mowing that down. You just see him getting some garbage down while he is enjoying what I assume is a late lunch at his desk there. It is a 35 to 30 slight advantage here for Ibar as we cross the 40-second mark.
Yeah, Ibar had just from the offset a very nice board for being able to clear things out in doubles very, very quickly. Meanwhile, Flindo's board at the top line was a little bit more awkward. He had a setup to get a drop cross clear with the blues and yellow, but was unable to get the right kind of viruses to set it all off in one go, opting to try and go for a little bit of a cleaner clear up of said viruses. But it is now 23 to 17. It's still pretty close so far. With how things are going, there's a lot of yellows for Ibar in that like midsection but he is making quick work of everything on his board so far.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing to note on Ibar's board, there's nothing virus-wise on that bottom row. That's going to give him a little bit easier of a time to get some horizontals cleared off, and we're seeing him do that here. He's likely going to combo the red down to the blue, and he absolutely does that down to his final 5. Meanwhile, Flindo still has some pretty decent board diversity here. Just has that single blue over on his left side of the board. Going to get a short stack clearing everything down. He's down to his final 4. Ibar's just looking for a handful of reds, going to reduce drop time on that left side. Really great play there. And he is going to get his clear out at a 158. That's a brilliant time going out of level 10.
And Flindo just finishing off his board with the double red out at about a 205 into his level 11 as well. So only a couple seconds difference between the two of them. Ibar getting a nice drop combo on the right hand side of his board, clearing a bunch of viruses. And that setup from Flindo was lovely, just getting all the pills that he needed in order to set that off. Very nice.
One thing that really bothers me about Ibar's board, and he is starting to whittle things down, you'll notice he has 5 reds and 4 of them are on those bottom 3 rows. He has had a huge blockade of yellow-blue he's had to deal with all over that top part of his board. He's managing it really well and getting some pretty good sequencing to get this down to where it goes. And as I say that, here comes the reds as he just absolutely doesn't need them, but starts to open things down. He's funneling down towards that red in row 1. Meanwhile, Flindo is down to 14 here and is playing a much more balanced board. A lot of red on his top line with that yellow straggler over in column 1. So we'll see what he does here. Likely is signaling for a horizontal combo, and there it is. Going to get a whole bunch off the board. He's down to 9, Ibar down to 8. It's super close so far, Archer.
Yeah, they are just zooming through this level 11. Both of them. I could tell with Ibar with that one clear in the middle of the board earlier on that he was waiting, I think, on a blue-yellow, but just unable to get it, so opted to take it in a slightly quicker fashion, even though it didn't necessarily go the way he wanted it to. But now just getting, look at that horizontal,
Wow.
just clearing it. Just you love to see it. You love to see players like that. Meanwhile, Flindo needing 1 red half and out at a 350.
Yeah, and Ibar's a little buried here. It's just going to need some red. That double red's massive for him. And I agree with his play. He could have gone vertical and got everything off the board, but that opened up the short stack of garbage. Now he's just waiting on a blue, and there it is, out at a 408. So advantage Flindo here is it is a 5 virus chase down going into 12. Oh,
Yeah, it's not much. Ooh.
I'm sorry, that double blue was just a small misplay here by Ibar, but managed to underclear it down. You were saying?
No, I noticed that as well. I was about to comment on it too. That was a bit of a rough misplay there, but managing to clear it up nice and quickly didn't cause too much of an issue for him in the long run. Meanwhile, looking over at Flindo's board again, using these yellows and blues that he was getting to the best of his ability, now getting a bunch of red, which he also needs, but maybe less so now. We can see he's got the double, taking the nice T clear right to the side of the board, now getting yellows right when he needs it too. It's like, what more can you say? He's just taking advantage of every pill that he's getting, and it's working out incredibly in his favor.
Ibar's playing a very spired level 12 here, but if you look at especially column 1, just doubles on doubles there, that'll be an easy clear for him. It's just getting everything else off the board. Flindo here, I think, maybe holding out for a double red clear and is very close to it, and I think that's the right call with that double red going over into the far column. I think he's going to just stack down here, wait for a red. There it is, boom, and then setting up for the double horizontal as well. Meanwhile, Ibar under clearing his final yellows off the board. He is down to 10. Flindo down to 5. Flindo is going to have an interesting end game. He's signaling a horizontal clear. He's going to have to get, he could really actually combo this in if he wanted to. Might be holding out for that red-blue. Doesn't take it. He's down to his final 2. 6 minutes. It's across the board for both players, and Ibar looking for some blues. Where are those blues? There they are, and might be electing. Oh, look at this play, Archer. Do you see what I'm seeing here?
I see it. are now just needing a couple of reds, does Ibar, and then he will be out at a 6:21.
Yeah,
A
and
very
Flindo
nice setup
out
that was.
and Flindo out right at around a 6:15. It's pretty much even here as these players go into level 13, the final level of this block. And remember, this is a best of 5, so you definitely want to make sure you're pacing yourself here as this goes the distance. You're playing upwards of 40, 50, some maybe even 50 minutes of this game. So definitely want to make sure, at least on a mental capacity, that you're still in the game here. 41-41 here. These players just completely whittling this board down and playing it in exactly even clip.
Yeah, they are, dare I say it, neck and neck. They are so close together with how they are playing these boards, and it's just going so quickly. I noticed in the beginning of Flindo's board, he got a double blue, and it managed to slot it in, getting a triple blue clear, which was just you love to see plays like that. And looking back at Ibar's board now, he is trying to double up some of these clears, trying to make effective use of the pills that he's getting. But with all of this red, it looks to be a little bit awkward at this point.
He's got an interesting play here. He's holding out for red yellow, I think, to clear garbage and also get the blue clear. And you're seeing here he is getting just horizontal clears, and I think he's just going to elect to take the clear here. He's got that bit of garbage on column 6, which could be a detriment. It'll be interesting to see what he decides to do. Excuse me, as it is 19-5 here. Flindo is trying to get a solve here. Really needs to get that column 7 and 8 situated here. He's got that stack, especially in column 8. He's got to whittle down here, holding out for a red yellow perhaps just to get 3 viruses off the board. It might not be enough though. Ibar is down to his final 4. He's going to get a double yellow to start, and looks like he is going to signal a sweet tea. That's going to get 1 of those red viruses off the board. And now it's just coming down to who's going to get out first here. It's Flindo at 4. It's Ibar at 2. Ibar waiting for some reds. Flindo is going to have to go vertically on both. That's huge for him. Oh, this double yellow, massive for Ibar.
Oh,
who's going to get out first? It is going to be Ibar at an 8:43 and Flindo at an 8:47.
Oh.
We got ourselves a good one here. 1-0 Ibar as we get ready for crown number 2.
That was incredibly close. Just mere seconds. That could have gone either way at any point. Just that double yellow toward the end, or in that end game for Ibar, really helped him there. That was incredibly clutch of the Doctor. You don't normally get to say that of the Doctor. He can be a bit vindictive, but in this case he wasn't. And we got our readies. They're just ready to get back into it, and we got our countdown in 3, 2, 1, and pills.
All right, here we go. Starting at level 10. And looks like it's that bottom of the board for Flindo, little less concentration of viruses. So you're going to be seeing a lot of higher elevation clears from Flindo. That does mean drop time potentially. So we're going to see how well he can mitigate that. Ibar is got an interesting kind of, I would say, irregular stack, but making some good plays. I love these or rather these sets of horizontal clears he's making, getting that board down, and more importantly, maintaining color diversity, because you see that now he is going to be out of yellows for a moment.
Yeah, meanwhile, looking over at Flindo's board, you can see he's setting up a nice fat log there. We know Flindo, he likes playing those fat log combos. Just love to see it. And you can see again he's trying to set up this drop. Oh no, opting not to take it, but instead sees another combo on the right hand side of the board, and look at that, just clearing a bunch of viruses off the right hand side of the board effortlessly. Meanwhile, looking back over at Ibar, he is down to 13 viruses, making quick work of this stack in the center of the board there, just taking it all down nice and quickly. 8-15 in favor of Ibar as we get toward the end game of this level 10.
Yeah, Ibar's been flying through this level 10 archer and
Mhm.
just making really good setups here. You see he's got the horizontal setup ready to go in row one and just dropping that red and yellow down. And he's probably going to go row two with that double red. And now he's got options. He can go vertical, he can go horizontal, and looks like he's just going to go vertical maybe to save a little bit of time. And what an unfortunate time for a red rush, but he does get the red yellow, knowing that that's going to be the next pill to come out of that red rush. Out at about a 144 is Ibar. Flindo, meanwhile, get close himself here. This is a huge double yellow. He can just press down, and then he is going to drill down, and he is out sub 2 minutes at a 158. Big chase down, though, for Flindo. He's down 7 going into 11.
Yeah, but we know Flindo. He can really clutch up and manage to catch up when it matters, when it's necessary, which it will be in this case. But looking over at Ibar, he seems to be getting a little bit hamstrung with these blues that he's been getting, but managing to get a nice drop clear toward the right hand side of his board, which it's very nice. It helps to open up the board, but he does have quite the chasm on that right hand side of the board too. So if he's not careful, he might end up with a bit of drop time on his hands.
And I love this play. Gets the Elyad, drops the yellow garbage down, and then with a drill down, what looked to be a very messy board, he's cleaned up very, very well. Down to 22 viruses is Ibar. Flindo, though, I'm really hoping for a double red. And oh, you're welcome, Flindo. I'll send you my PayPal for that RNG boon there. It is 27-17 here. By no means an insurmountable margin, as Flindo going to get himself another combo here. Down to 22, Ibar down to a dozen, and Ibar is going to get himself set up potentially for a drop combo here. Going to get 5 with that. Boom and boom. What a good play there by Ibar. He is down to his final 4 viruses. Flindo trying to figure out this end game here, and it's a little tricky, especially with those 2 doubles down on row number 1, Archer.
Yeah, those doubles down there. It looks to be it looks as if it's going to be a quite the endeavor for him to be able to clear everything up. Getting a horizontal, as he just does right there. You can tell he was waiting for that specific pill of the yellow blue. It's just unfortunate at this point, waiting on the right kind of pills, needing a lot of yellow, but the doctor is being a little bit stingy at this point in time, it seems.
And having that stack over in column number 8 for Flindo, that's tough because he could have gone possibly around on column 8 and gotten the double horizontal clear. That's now off the board. He's going to have to figure things out here. And with just the sequence of blue coming, it's just kicking his butt. So he's being forced to go pretty much vertical for the rest of this. He's got a D-sandwich clear in column 7. Big double yellow for him there. But this is allowing Ibar to just continue to run away with this. Ibar already down to 31 viruses into 11, and Flindo is going to be out at a 431. That's a rough 11. We'll see if he can clear things up here. It is a big chase down, though, Archer, almost half a level here.
Yeah, 50 to 23 in favor of Ibar right now, as Flindo has just entered into his level 12. That is going to be quite the chase down for him. Let's just hope that the doctor is kind with the RNG, but of course we know sometimes he picks and chooses when to be kind and when not to be. But looking over at Ibar's board, he is making this nice little drop clear right there, down to 8. Now just waiting on a bunch of red and then some yellow, and he will be out into his level 13.
And he's absolutely just killing this end game right now. Going right side on with the double red, and then now going for the D sandwich clear. And he is going to go horizontal here, so he's going to need at least 2 more pills, and he'll get them in quick succession. Out at a 525, Ibar into 13 at sub 6. And remember, his PB Archer is 806, and he is well on his way to possibly getting a new PB here.
Yeah, I mean, you can't beat PB strats. When you're determined enough to get the PBs, everything just seems to be going right. And in this case, it is going absolutely right for Ibar right now. But
Oh,
taking
you
a look,
went. Sorry,
it's okay.
Ibar was going for a very risky play. He was going to try to undertuck a sweet tea, couldn't quite get it. I don't think that's going to cost him too much in the way of time, but appreciate the risk play there.
Yeah, high risk, high reward. Sometimes you got to go for it, take the risk, see what happens. But looking back over at Flindo, he is down to his final few viruses left on the board, making the choice to take the blue horizontally. That was the smart move there. Out at a 620 is Flindo into his level 13, as Ibar is down to 32 viruses in his level 13. Just making very quick work of this board is Ibar.
But don't count Flindo out here. He is down pressing, playing incredibly aggressively. He knows he's down by a bit, so he knows he's got to take some risks here. And we're seeing that on display as he's just trying to make this a competitive round number 13. And he's going to get himself a good garbage clear, getting yellows where he doesn't need them, which is really brutal for him, but making the plays here. Meanwhile, on Ibar's side, he has a big stack of yellow, and I think he is going to, okay, I thought maybe he was going to go set up a sweet tea and get multiple pieces of garbage off. Doesn't look to be the case here. I see what he's doing now. He is going to, he's got that big row of red, and he's going to get it off the board down to 15 here. It's 35 for Flindo. Flindo trying to make this competitive, and again, playing incredibly aggressively, which is what you have to do at this point when you're down by this much.
Yeah, and looking at Flindo's setups, there is just he's getting pills that he can't necessarily use, which is really putting a dampener on his ability to play effectively. He is making the best plays that he can in the situation that he's in, but it might be a little too late. But seeing how Flindo has been down pressing this entire time in this board, you can tell the effort, the amount of effort that he's putting into this. You know, you can't fault him for what's happening here. This is just an unfortunate case of RNG, it seems.
But again, yeah, as you said, like he's putting in the great effort, and Ivar is having a tough go just getting this access to this last blue. He's finally going to get it. Now he just needs blue pills. It is 19 to go for Flindo, now 18, and that's going to be it there. 8-10 for Ivar, just missing that PB by a handful of seconds, but you love seeing getting close to that PB. 2-0 here for Ibar, looking to punch his ticket to the finals here. Be his first finals appearance in some time.
Mm-hmm. But of course, we know Flindo. He's ready and raring to go already, and I bet he is wanting to have this game last a little bit longer. And so do we. We want to see more crowns happen. We want to see maybe even a decider. We want to have the crows be fed, and we have readies from both of our players. We're just waiting on the countdown. 3, 2, 1, and pills. Let's see what they can do.
A lot of yellow on the top of Ibar's board and a lot of blue on the top of Flindo's board here as we get going. Not a lot of yellow access or immediate yellow access here for Flindo on his right side of the board. He's going to get that horizontal, and now he's not going to have yellow archer for several rows on this board.
Yeah, geez, that really is unfortunate. Oh, but he manages to make an opening for the yellows by doing that really nice horizontal clear, and you can see that he's just making quick effort on this board, just deleting viruses left, right, and center. Just very quick manner is Flindo on this board. But looking back over at Ibar, he is down to 19 viruses, taking a bit of drop time to get the blue set up for that horizontal at the bottom of the board. That's the thing with the versus players, both Flindo and Ibar being very skilled versus players in their right, and there's just a certain vision that a lot of versus players have. They can look down board and see plays that some other people might not be able to see quite as effectively, and it is really working in, well, both of their favors at this point.
Yeah, and a scattered board here for Ivar means he's going to have to negotiate drop time. Flindo's got some clusters he can play and maybe have a little bit less drop time. I'm interested to see what he does with this double yellow. He just throws it away and he's going to get a double yellow over in column 1. It is 8-5 right now, and Flindo's got himself some good setups here, and you see he's getting ready for a triple combo, and he has it set up and ready to go. Meanwhile, Ibar going to get a horizontal here, just needing to clear these reds. Here comes this big combo from Flindo, and he's going to get a double red beat, and he's going to be down to 2. He might sneak out of this before Ibar. He's got himself the horizontal clear, and he's going to get it. Ibar out first at a 159, and Flindo right behind at a 203. We are even going into 11.
Yeah, incredibly close coming out of that level 11, were they both. And looking over at Ibar's board, there is a lot of double potential on his board. Just provided the pills, provided the RNG is kind to him, which of course is a bit of a big ask in this game, as we know. He will be able to make quick work of this board, and we can see already the pills are just the viruses are just melting away. But meanwhile, looking over at Flindo's board, you can see he's setting up for this drop clear, needing some red, and he will be come on, waiting on another bit of yellow. I think he is, and opting
Yeah, this
to
is
take it there. Mm.
that's a great combo, and especially in versus play, that would be sending multiple pieces of garbage over. So and I said this yesterday. Flindo has, as far as I've documented, the fastest clear time in live versus play for a board. So he knows how to play with efficiency. Having a bit rough of a start here, but he's got a lot of doubles that can really turn this around for himself. And you see, I think he might be holding out maybe for a double red here, so he can get that big clear right along row 6. We'll see if he gets it.
We might be setting up even for maybe a fat log in that left corner. Oh no, just opting to take the cross clear, the T on the side of the board. But there were many potentials in which he would have been able to take those. But meanwhile, looking back over at Ibar, he is down to his final virus in level 11, just waiting on some yellow. Where is it, Doc? Where is it? There it is. Out of the 348 is Ibar into his level 12. Yeah. Meanwhile, looking back over at Flindo's, nice opportunities for double clears happening on Flindo's side of the board.
Ibar is just getting things going here on his level 12. Might be looking for, I thought maybe he was going to go horizontal on those yellows up top. It looks like he's going to change things around. And okay, I see what he's doing. Dropping everything down. Has a little bit of garbage in column 1, but it's in a very manageable state. Don't like it with 2 reds next to it, but he can definitely do things with that. Flindo out right around a 423. He's got himself a 20 virus chase down. I feel like we've told this story before in this match, but Flindo again starting to he's got to start to get super aggressive here, and we are seeing that on display.
Yeah, when the going gets tough, Flindo really does get going. Like, he is not afraid to play aggressive when it matters, and here it will matter for him for his tournament career in this stage of the tournament. Oh, Ibar making a really nice drop clear in that lower middle section of the board. And meanwhile, you can see Flindo. It looks as if he might have had a bit of an issue with a misplay. I wasn't entirely sure what exactly happened, but he manages to make things a lot clearer now. It's 29-9 in favor of Ibar. Just Ibar again zooming through this level 12. So it's incredible to see.
Yeah, Flindo's got to find a lot of red here too, Archer. There's just red all over anywhere he needs to make good sequencing here, and it's just not going his way. Gonna get himself a couple of double yellows here, and I love that tuck sweet tea. We see Ibar out right around a 540. He's into 13 first. Here comes the red rush. Maybe maybe just a single double red then for Flindo, as the RNG just not cooperating with them, but trying to just make something out of nothing here, and a good horizontal play as Flindo continuing to keep this competitive. He's down to his final 11. Ibar 45 viruses to go, and he'll see himself into the gold finals here in July. It is again, just a really, really close match it was a close match, and Flindo's just trying to get things going here, and has good sequencing to get out, and just more importantly here, just eliminate this little last bit of drop time. He is going to be out and into 13 at a 631. He's got a big margin, Archer. It's 24 viruses, but I like the look of doubles on this board. He could really do something here.
Yeah, it's going to be quite the tall order to be able to catch up, but I think if anyone can do it, it's Flindo. I mean, look at how quickly this top line is melting away, needing some yellows, but looking to be getting the pills that he needs in order to be able to make effective clears. There we go, getting a nice drop horizontal and setting up another drop clear, I think. Well, either way, he is making quick work of this board, and it is very nice to see. Looking back over at Ibar, though, he is down to 17 viruses left, and just you blink and you miss it almost, because he's just sped through this board.
And I love what Flindo's doing here. He's trying to make good plays out of what he has, and he's making smart plays here. He's going to drill down, but he's going to get all that garbage to go right where it needs to be. And he's down to 26, but suddenly Ibar down to 5. And Ibar is going to have to go vertical on everything here, and he's going to get a drill down and a huge double red up top, and he is going to be out with a new PB, 747, flying that jumbo jet all the way to the finals. Ibar is going to take it in a sweep here. Tough going there for Flindo, but I'm sure he's going to bounce back. We'll see him rock things in August. But that is it for our first semifinal. We've got our other semifinal coming. That is Influx versus Frank, not Adelito. It's Frank. I checked twice. And we're going to have Ramsey and Archer call that game for you here on the other side of this break. This is the DRMC.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night, everybody. You're watching the Dear MC, and we have got a real barn burner of a match for y'all. We have got Influx versus Frank. We have seen these two face off against each other multiple times. They are tied 4-4, with Influx having won the last one. He is the defending champion, but maybe, just maybe, Frank might decide to decide to show his stuff even more this time. Ramsey, what do you think about these two facing off against each other today?
Yeah, so I mean, Influx has won just I don't know how many. This is 13 times on our sheet, monthly champion. Just or is that Frank's 13 times? It doesn't really matter. They're both these players are just absolutely incredibly accomplished in our scene. Uh, yeah, like you mentioned, this is their ninth meeting. That series is tied 4-4, and they've actually met in the past two semifinals. Influx won last month on his way to the whole winning the whole thing, and Frank won the month before. So uh, absolutely, either player can take it. Would not be a surprise either way. These are two of the best we got.
And look at Influx just breaking the game as a bit of a flex before before their match starts.
I mean, that's fun. That's most of
Oh,
my
yeah.
practice. Most of my practice in the past 3 months has been just trying to break the game. Like I don't
Sometimes you just gotta
I
do
don't
it.
play speed anymore. I don't play versus. I just try to destroy the game. Anarchy. No.
The game tries to break our spirit, so we break the game in return.
That's right.
All right, and so we're just waiting for readies from our two players. We got a ready from Frank.
I would assume, yeah, I would assume we would be seeing a reset soon because it did not
Mhm.
look like that was going to be recoverable. We might have a little bit of lag from Influx. He's given a ready, but there we go. Okay. So yes, semifinals, best of 5 here, levels 10 to 13. Frank on medium, Influx on high. And we do have our readies from both players, and we're getting a countdown shortly.
We got the countdown of 3, 2, 1, and pills. Let's see what these two are made of.
So immediately, Frank with a great horizontal to take out a couple there on the top row there. He's got a pretty diverse looking board, opens up his column 7. So he's got a bit of a gap there. Nice. He's a horizontal most of the way down the board. Frank is absolutely going at light speed as soon from the word go, but not to be outdone. Influx is just a couple of viruses behind. Nice drop horizontal combo. Both these players absolutely flying out of the gate here.
And you can see Influx is setting up. Oh, I can see he's setting up a really big combo, just waiting on some red. Now we're just waiting. Let's see. Now Ops not to take it just yet. Still needing some red for it too, but
Yeah.
I can't wait to see when it all comes together, you know.
Yeah, and just like you saw in his little practice, he does have to be a little careful. This should be more than measured enough to not be a risk of breaking the game, but too much bigger, and we might have been talking about that. But in the meantime, these setups do take time, and Frank has opened up a small 4 virus lead, getting a little bit of a red rush, which is fortunate because he definitely needed a bunch of reds. But now he's done with that, and now he needs a fistful of blues. And the red and red yellow section of the pill sequence not always conducive to finding those blues, but a nice combo from Frank, and he's looking to get a couple horizontals, maybe drop that red, put the yellow on top just like this. Oh, he's got to clear some garbage first. That's okay. Any blue will do. And Frank is going to be out very, very shortly with just one more blue piece here at a 141 for a level 10. Very fast. Influx only 3 viruses behind, though. Just needs a couple yellows.
Only a couple yellows left for Influx, and he will be out. Just both of them making very quick work of their boards. Out at a 153 is Influx. He looks to be a little bit unhappy with his level 10, but that's still a very decent time. But of course, going up against Frank, you need to be at the top of your game, and I think Influx realizes that. It is 38-41 in favor of Frank at this point in time, but I do think that number will shrink quite quickly.
Yeah, Influx has completely his column 8 is empty already. So he has a completely empty column 8. That's not a terrible column to have open because you can use that. You can still get access to column 7 from the left. It's much better than the other way where column 7 is empty and then you have nothing to use for column 8. But Frank also opening his column 8. He has almost no yellows left on his whole board. He's going to have to find blues and reds pretty quickly. He would love to get a cross setup there he's going to take a horizontal instead. Pill's just not quite there. He's got a bit of a spire there in column 6, but a couple blues will knock that right down. But that's given Influx a chance to kind of reverse that lead from level 1. Now he's in the one with like a 2 to 3 virus lead as his board looks pretty good.
Yeah, Influx was making very quick work of this end game in his level 11. The time it took for Frank to find the pills that he needed in order to clear this spire that he has had really given Influx all the time he needed to be able to catch up and then some. Now just waiting on a couple reds is Influx 1 and 2 out at a 335 into his level 12.
Frank just 3 seconds behind at a 338. So we have basically no chase down to speak of with 2 levels left to go in this game 1. Top of the boards, we've got Influx setting up these red blues on the right, going to make a nice short stack from underneath. Always nice when you can do that. Not and use an extra level of viruses, get those involved in your clear. But Frank, meanwhile, has a pretty diverse board, but has some garbage there in column 2. Clears out the garbage in column 4 and drops this yellow down. So his board's not maybe exactly as clean as you want. He has no access to yellow viruses until just now, but he had to build some intentional garbage with this yellow. So he's in a bit of cleanup mode where Influx is, aside from this column 7, completely free and clear.
Yeah, and I think Influx might have been trying to set something up with that column 7, but didn't get the pills he necessarily could have used at that point. But now managing to find other ways, and now as we see here, getting this nice drop clear. There we go. And now he's down to 17 viruses, just quickly clearing, deleting all of these viruses off of the board, setting up another combo. Just these really intricate combos that Influx is setting up, trying to make quick decisions about where to place these pills that he's getting, and just effortlessly clearing everything on his board. But
Yeah,
these setups do take time, as you've said previously, and it's given Frank a bit of time to manage to reduce the lead that Influx had once had.
Yeah, Influx unfortunately has completely sold out for a red blue, which he has not seen in some time. And now he's given the thumbs up with this double yellow rush, which ends in a double blue. He has to get a red first to clear anything, and it just does not. He had that set up for other stuff to clear, and that setup just unfortunate. He still has not gotten. I don't believe has gotten that red blue that he was hoping for
Hmm.
a cool fat log combo, and that's really set him back and given Frank a big opportunity to take back the lead. A horizontal there, 550 out into level 13. This is the final level of the block, so he has a big lead going into our final level. Top of his board looks pretty good. Nice horizontal clears early. He's got some good pill diversity. He's got good doubles most of the rest of the way down his board. But Influx has a really diverse and double heavy board too. So we got a race to the finish here in level 13.
Yeah, they are just putting the pedal to the metal with this one, going as quickly as they possibly can. One thing I will say about Influx's endgame in the previous level, he was looking at his next box because he decided on taking a clear that would have cleared some garbage but opened up play with a blue red to be able to drop down, which was a very, very smart play. And you can see now he's making even more smart cerebral plays in setting up these drop clears here. Needing quite a bit of red is Influx, and honestly, so is Frank. Looking at his board over there, just a lot of red, and underneath a lot of yellow, and then even more red. Not much blue left on his board. Uh, has Frank.
Yeah, and both players kind of struggling with their color diversity here at the middle part of this board. Frank has just now opened up some access to blue, and he's going to be taking that out pretty quickly because he doesn't really have. He's getting a bit of a blue heavy sequence and doesn't really have many places to put it. But these two are trading leads back and forth. Influx had about a 3 virus lead just not even a minute ago. A big horizontal from Frank though gives him about a 4 virus lead, and this double blue is going to clear. And he's got horizontals and double options available, but he needs a bunch of yellows. But Influx is running out of time, and he's got a 5 virus deficit.
Yeah, but Influx is setting up this nice horizontal at the bottom of the board there and getting another one, just quickly and effectively removing viruses off the board, but it might be a little too late as Frank gets the red to clear the horizontal out at a 748. That was
Yeah,
incredibly close.
very, very good sequencing there. That kind of that mid game on 12 looking like that was the big factor there for Influx. Unable to find the red blue to clear a setup and having to improvise around it just took a little too much time as Frank speeding through that bottom half of level 13 with a sub 8 time. Those are anything under sub 8 is just excellent.
Yeah, phenomenal plays from both players, and as you said, like getting a sub 8 for Frank is just brilliant playing, brilliant showing. This is the first crown. Who knows what we're going to see with it?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll. I really hope we have a trading blows situation where we have more than 3. You love to see more playing. You love to see it.
Well, and both these players absolutely capable. As we are 3-2-1 pills already, right back at it. Both of these players do have a sub 7 in competition under their belt for this level block. So, both players like that was very fast game one, and this could be even faster. We've got a nice drop combo there from Influx, although he does have to take some yellow garbage there to keep his board as clean as he can. Yellow garbage in column 4, not really anywhere he can do with it. He could potentially use it later, but opting not to, opting to take out some, just use the double yellows he's getting to take some out and still getting yellows. He really needs to, he has just now opened up some yellow viruses. Meanwhile, Frank is just 1 virus ahead though, as his board taking a nice combo. Just the speed at which he can do these flips at just holding down the whole way. Every frame counts when you're playing at this top level, and Frank is just as good as it gets with navigating these pills at high speed.
Yeah, and just Frank being able to play very quickly, efficiently, making all of these really smart, really quick plays, flipping pills left, right, and center through the boards. It's phenomenal to watch as he gets down to his end game, just having 8 viruses left to clear, which I'm sure he will do in a very quick fashion, as they are only yellows and blues. And now, we got a double yellow, but didn't have anywhere effective to put it. But now, just clearing the horizontal at the bottom down to 3 is Frank. Meanwhile, looking over at Influx's board, he is also now down to 3, just needing some red, and he will be out into his level 11.
Yeah, 141 for Frank, and Influx just 1 virus behind. It's 5 seconds difference, 146. Absolutely anybody's game. Frank with some very quick short stacks. Very fortunate opening there for Frank, as he is going to open up about a 6 virus lead from that opening, but not to be outdone. Influx setting up for a nice cross clear there. He would love a double yellow. He's instead going to get some double reds, and he's going to try to clear out. He's got some options with what to do with this blue that going to build up for this nice horizontal big drop combo. Very nicely done. And he's going to find a horizontal there in the middle of his board. And he's got a spot for this blue on the right. Just great sequencing from Influx to keep up with Frank, who is absolutely blazing through. And he's into the mid game. His virus is not a lot of blues available.
Yeah, Frank has a bunch of red right in the center of the board, getting a nice upside down T clear to clear out a bunch of them. But meanwhile, looking over at Influx again, it's the way this board state right now. I'm not a big fan of it, but I'm sure Influx has got plans upon plans and knows what he's doing. Just needs the right pills to clear all of the viruses. There we go. Looking to be setting up a fat log at the bottom of the board there as well. just waiting on another blue yellow, and there we go, boom, right at the bottom of the board, very nice. But looking back over at Frank, lovely little swim there. I just saw that right hand swim as well. That was,
Yeah,
but yeah,
that's
down to 5.
doing that swim to the right is almost certainly a medium only move because you have to actually go one. You have to go an additional row to the right. You can't do the same swim
Hmm.
move that you can to the left. And these players are basically tied. There was maybe 1 second difference at the end of that level, and we are completely dead even here as we are in level 12. Big cross clear from Influx as he storms out to a 7 virus lead just in the very opening sequence here. Very nicely done by Influx, but Frank has a lot of nice setups already. He's got some nice options. Going to clear up this red to open up some yellow and open up some yellow farther down in the form of a horizontal. So he's trying to keep his board clear. Influx has no blue access at all, so he's going to have to open some. Both players looking to kind of clean up their boards as they're very quickly moving their way through the opening parts of this level 12.
Yeah, and Influx, despite the access to blue being a bit of a struggle at this point, he is finding ways to make the best use of the pills that he's getting. Looks to be setting up a horizontal with the reds at the like in that cluster towards the right hand side of the board there as well, looking to get a drop clear. And meanwhile, looking over at Frank's board, he is down to 20 viruses, and I think he might be maybe setting up a T clear of some description. Or maybe not. It's hard to tell with how there was that gap. It's a bit harder to tell with that. But opting not to take it instead, which is probably the smart play. Trying not to sell out in order to get a clear is better not to do that in this stage of the game.
Yeah, I saw that with the horizontal option for the red. He did have that one piece of red pill on top of it. And I think that was the deciding factor for not going for the T clear because that would have turned into garbage and then he would have had to
Mm.
deal something there. So he is down to 7. Influx is down to 9 as he has a nice multicolored T and then another horizontal immediately and then another one. He absolutely is going to get this horizontal here with these reds. He
Mm.
elects to open up the left side first because he sees this
There we
double
go.
coming. Very nicely done. He needs just one red, one blue. Uh, Frank is out at a 554, and Influx is one virus behind, 548. 4 second difference, no virus chase down. It is just a pill for pill, basically. This is the final level of game 2. It's all to play for.
Yeah, they are so incredibly close, and Influx getting this nice drop horizontal. Like, just both of them making very quick work of their boards. Just incredible to see. And you can see that Frank is setting up the. I was hoping it might have been a short stack, but not quite getting the pills that he could have used effectively to make it. But playing very smart, very cerebral, just making these quick and effective plays to clear the board, as is Influx. As we see, he is now down to 32 viruses left. Meanwhile, Frank is at 35. It's as close as it can get, really.
Yeah, and both players absolutely have plenty of options available. This double blue huge for Frank as it's going to let him clear a nice T into a double. Just a huge play from Frank that catches him all the way back up. Influx is now virus for virus, a 1 virus difference here. 20 viruses left apiece. It is absolutely anybody's game here as we are coming down to the very, very end of it. Influx is going to hold this blue red for the right hand side to have the horizontal open. Is going to use the red there. So, that's very nice. Sets up that red to drop another column down. Influx would love to. Oh,
Oh
absolutely
my goodness.
great sequencing from Influx. These horizontals just absolutely pitch perfect. He needs his double blue tuck under. A big cross from Frank, though. He's trying to catch up, but Influx has one red virus. He's free and clear.
Gets
Here
the
it is, the
double.
double red. 732 for Influx.
Woo!
Storms back and takes game 2 in a squeaker. Frank down to just his final 2. Man, what a great ending
Ooh,
from Influx there.
incredible, incredible playing. And come on, can we get another a sub 8? Yes, we can. 753 for Frank. 2 sub 8s in 10 to 13. This is as good as it gets. This is absolute cinema.
Yeah, this is just peak Dr. Mario playing. Uh If you're looking to get better at your game, rewind and watch that ending sequence that from starting with 20 viruses for influx, absolutely pitch perfect, every single pill going in the right spot, setting up the horizontals to drop consecutively, thinking 2 3 clears ahead. That is absolutely the difference that let influx take that game 2. And we are going to be on to game 3. It's now a best of 3 as we are getting set up for our third game.
We got a countdown of 3, 2, 1, and pills. Oh, I'm so excited, Ramsey. I can't wait for this.
This is so good.
Oh, and Frank immediately getting set up with a bunch of short stack clears. Just nice, easy, quick 2 virus clears. Those are the kinds of plays that you really want to be making to make quick work of a board.
Yeah, and
Ooh.
Influx setting up this on the right hand side. He would love this double red. Gets a double red, and that's going to open up his column 8 now completely empty. He's got a little bit of garbage there on 7, and that is a red virus next to it. So it's unfortunately a double red would be ideal, but he might have to just kind of he is electing to just kind of deal with what he's got. He's got a nice T setup. So Influx is trying to make the best of what he's got here. He's got just some kind of gaps and valleys. Frank's board much more flat top line. He's got some horizontal options here, very nicely done. He's got some spires building up as well, though, as this left side is completely open and this right side has a lot left to go. So we'll see how he manages. He really wants these reds horizontal. He's going to elect to underclear first, though. So let's see what he manages to do with this bottom. Influx has some blue garbage, though, as well, but not many blue viruses. So that might not be too big of a deal.
Yeah, I noticed. Oh, that was a nice little slide in for Frank, right into column 8. That was really smooth, really nicely done. But Frank was making a lot of setups in his mid game, which did cost him a little bit of time. Those big setups do take time to think through and get the right pills for. Meanwhile, Influx out at a 141 into his level 11, and Frank out at a 143.
Just these two absolutely neck and neck as they have been the whole. This is the third game, and there's barely been 5 viruses between them the whole way. So both these players absolutely not letting off the accelerator for 1 second. Frank got an unfortunate kind of blue situation going on in column 3. Not really a good way to take care of that. He's gonna elect to not use the blues to take care of it yet. He would love to take these blues horizontally and maybe go underneath. There's a few options, but none of them are ideal here for Frank. Influx's board looks much cleaner. He's got just a little bit of garbage there on column 6, but that's easily dealt with. But he is starting to run into a problem. He's got a bunch of yellow on his top line.
Yeah, a lot of yellow that Influx has right there, but he's finding ways to clear it, getting a bunch of yellows, double yellows especially. You can see that he's setting up for this nice T
Ooh.
clear. Look at not yet. There we go. Okay. Yeah, and I think he was waiting to maybe try and get a drop setup or something, but sometimes it's better to pull the cord early and then deal with the fallout after the fact.
Yeah, and just
Getting another nice
excellent sequence
horizontal.
from Influx there as he has opened up a 6 virus lead, which is basically the biggest lead so far of this match. He's down to now just needing 4 viruses to go. He's got a red horizontal set up at the bottom. There's that, needing just 4 more red pill heads. Meanwhile, Frank has a double red at the bottom as well, and he's got a double red in the pill box. Gonna take the reds out horizontally. Frank out at a 325, but yeah, Influx out at a 325, and Frank is going to be not too far behind, but it is a little bit of a lead for Influx. Let's see if he can expand it here as he's taking on his level 12.
Yeah, Frank has just been a bit hamstrung waiting for this red, finally getting the red out of the 346, which is still a really good time out of level 11. But of course, with the caliber of play that these two are exhibiting right now, you can't really let up even for a second, as Influx is making a really wonderful combo. Just seeing everything drop down in the center of the board, that was really nice to see. It is now 42 to 30 in favor of Influx at this point in time.
Yeah, and a really nice horizontal there from Influx to let that red what was previously red garbage drop down on top of that red virus there in column 6. He's got this double yellow he's going to use to clean up his column 7. So he's got a little bit of garbage there in column 7, which he's clearing. Will take a little bit of drop time, but gets a nice T combo out of it. He is absolutely trying to steamroll his way through to a 2-1 lead. Frank trying to answer back. He's got about a 14 virus deficit, and he's got a lot of reds on his board. This is going to be a little tough, but he's going to take a nice drop combo there to try to open up this fat log. He's going to a yellow red would get him the fat log. He might have
Mm.
to manufacture it himself. He's got options, but every pill that he takes is just he's gonna have to. He gets the double red to kind of do it in steps. So he's got a lot of great setups here. Does Frank, but Influx has about a 18 virus lead as he is absolutely not slowed down.
Yeah, Influx has just been storming through this level 12, just absolutely steamrolling it, making quick work of this level is Influx. Meanwhile, again with the setups that Frank has been making, they look really cool, and they are really methodical setups, but they take time, and especially with how much red is on his board right now, it is really costing him the time that he really needs to be making back against Influx right now.
Yeah, it just unfortunate sequence just did not quite have with the way he set it up, just did not quite get the right pills in the right order. And when you're playing from behind, you do need to take chances like that sometimes to make up some ground. So he gets a nice drop horizontal here, does Frank, and another nice combo. He's got the red open as as a double there. So he made very end game of his level 12 of Frank has been absolutely stellar. Excellent choices, excellent sequencing, getting out in the minimum pills, almost no garbage to speak of, 620, but he's facing about a 20 virus deficit as Influx's board looks pretty good. Good amount of doubles, good amount of diversity. No yellows exactly at the moment to speak of, but he's got places he's got options uh, for intentional garbage like that. Nice drop combo there. He's going to open up this right side here with this red, and he's got the double blue right after it his choice, dealer's choice of what excellent play to make there. As Influx is down to just 24, Frank is almost 20 viruses behind.
Yeah, but despite the difference in viruses that these two have, uh, Frank has been making very good work of this board. There've been some really nice, really big brain plays that he's been making, and getting a nice T clear with the double blue. That was excellent to see. Just it's unfortunate when you see all these brilliant plays when there's such a difference in virus count, but we still love to see it either way. They're not even letting up for even a second.
Yeah, Influx needing this, electing not to. He could have put that on the right and gotten a T here, but same amount of pills, 734. Influx takes the very important game 3 and advances to match point here. Frank gonna have to find a response here in game 4 if he wants to force a decider. But this is not. This is a very excellent level 13 from Frank, as he has absolutely chewed through this board, and the rest of this board looks great as well. It's just unfortunate the couple boards before it let uh, kind of slipped away from him. But no discredit to Influx, who absolutely crushed it.
Yeah, both of these two just playing out of their minds, just doing incredible work with their boards. It's just sometimes the RNG, sometimes the doc is mean, and there's there's
Well,
nothing we can do about it.
yeah, and also sometimes you just get beat by a good player playing really really well.
Oh, of
So
course, of
like
course.
you know,
Yeah,
we are.
multiple things
Yep,
can be true.
it's true. Two things can be true. I say this all the time. So, uh, we are back on our level select screen and we are readies from both players. And here comes the countdown. 3, 2, 1, pills. Frank out of the gate a couple seconds early, and he has got a really nice setup with his red blue. Very nicely done. He's going to put the blue. Yep, exactly what I was thinking. Blue red there on column 4 and 5 for this horizontal which he's going to drop here. And he's going to maybe try to open up this reds in column 5. No, he's going to go with the yellows instead. Lots of great options available for Frank at the start of this board. Influx with a big combo here.
Ooh.
Very nicely done. Any bigger and that you start looking at it's getting questionable as to whether the game can handle it, but very well measured. That wasn't really in danger, and he's got a lot of great options as well. Nice horizontal. He's got a bit of a, I mean, this column 6 like being completely empty like this, a little concerning though.
Mm. I think it looked as if he might Influx might have been wanting to set up a drop fat log right in that for that red in column 7, but it couldn't quite come to fruition. Probably for the best. It might have caused a bit of extra garbage that you don't really want to be having. But Influx is down to 6 viruses, Frank down to 11 viruses. Just making quick effort of these boards are these two. Just very, very quick, very nice plays that they are making.
Yeah, Frank is doing exactly what I was saying. This blue double on the bottom, red horizontal immediately before it, drop combo. Frank out at 131 out of a level 10. That is so quick. But Influx to 132. These players are these are incredible times for level 10, and we're seeing these players get it
Ooh.
level after level. Great tee setup early from Frank. Influx with a nice horizontal to use both sides of that yellow blue that he had no immediate use for, but had a perfect spot for it one level down. Excellent vision there. He's got a bunch of red on his top line though, so he's immediately trying to open up some access to other colors. Meanwhile, Frank with a much more diverse looking board. He's got spots for everything, but kind of opens up a bit of a spire there in column 7. We'll see if he's able to close that up or if that column 8 a gap in column 7 causing a spire in column 8 rather. He's going to have to clean that up at some point or that's going to end up with a lot of drop time.
Yeah, but looking back over at Influx's board, he has got a nice bunch of setups going at this point in time, using these reds and yellows that he's been getting, just very effectively clearing the board, opting to take the short stack there. Yep, there he goes, and I thought he might have been trying for a little bit of a drop clear with that blue setup that he had, but where he hadn't quite gotten the reds in situ. He was unable to do that at this point, but looking now, I was hoping he might have put the red there, but opting not to take it just yet. Trying to clear the yellows first is Influx. But we take a look over back at Frank's board. Initially, I was about to say that his column 1 was spired, but he just cleared it all out. It's looking a lot better now. Looking to be setting up an all yellow fat log, maybe? No, just opting to clear the reds and then the yellows. Probably the best course of action in this current board state.
Yeah, unfortunately, he did have kind of a column 1 and 8 kind of disaster scenario as far as drop time. He had a couple clears which each took like 2 to 3 seconds of drop time. So that's allowed Influx to build up a small 6 or so virus lead. It's not a lot, and we've got 2 levels left to go. So absolutely either player could still win this. Top of these boards, Influx's looks pretty good to me. He's got a lot of color options. Maybe not quite as many yellows anymore, as these players play so fast that the board state changes by the time I get my sentence out. And Frank with a nice horizontal setup using these red blues that he didn't have a great place for otherwise. And he's going to take a nice clear there. He's got options available on both sides here. This yellow blue going to make a nice drop horizontal, and that yellow quote garbage is no longer garbage and exactly what he needs on that column 8. So it is a 9 virus game though, as Influx is trying to pull away here. He didn't really have a place for that blue, and he kind of has to make a bit of garbage with it. So this might give Frank a chance to catch back up a little bit.
Yeah, I think Influx was hoping that combo might have gone off a little bit sooner, but not getting the pills that he wanted at an opportune time, had to make do with what he was getting. Still making quick work of this board is Influx, though, making as much of an effort on this level 12 as he can muster. But as you say, those setups did result in time ticking away and allowing Frank to catch up, closing the gap a little bit more as he goes. 16 of 5 in favor of Influx at this point in time.
Yeah, but Influx has this nice setup. He's going to put this blue there in column 4 so he can build this nice L clear there, and he opens up his last blue virus. So excellent endgame sequence. Influx is first into the final level. If he can finish this first, this will be matched to Influx, and he will join Ibar in the finals. It's top of his board. He's really going to look for this yellow horizontal. He's going to take it immediately, even though it makes some garbage, because he just needed to get these yellows off the board. That was going to be a really real sticking point if he tried to get fancy and let that go. So I think very good choice from Influx. Meanwhile, a huge cascading drop combo, very cool from Frank. Clears some clears some garbage midway through the combo. Very cool. That takes a lot of precise vision, and a mistake there could be disastrous. He's out at 604. It's about a 20 virus lead though for Influx. He is not slowed down in the slightest. He would love a double red to open for
Oh,
this
look at this.
horizontal, and he's gonna he has a double red in the next box, but elects to take that instead, and that opens up a big cross clear. Just gigantic combo plays from Influx. He is down to 22 viruses left.
Yeah, I was just watching all of those setups that Influx was getting prepared, and I was just loving every little placement of pills. It was just really, really lovely to see. I'm a big fan of plays like that.
And this combo is cool too. Drop,
Yeah.
drop, horizontal midway through. The clears that use the garbage halfway through are really impressive to me, because those, like, oftentimes when I'm making stuff, it's the garbage that ruins the combo, and they're
Mhm.
planning on the garbage clearing as part of their combo. Just absolutely elite level vision there. And Influx is down to just
Oh.
5, and
But look at
now
that drop combo from sorry to interrupt. That drop combo from Frank was lovely to see, just it all dropping in quick succession. But Influx out at a 7-10. My goodness.
a 710 from Influx, and that is a hot 20 time. That is tied for 19th with he has a couple 709s of his own, and now 710. Just absolutely elite playing there from Influx. Frank, though, look at this huge combo he's got set up. They're gonna take the blue red on the right there, and then this blue is a nice T clear. Very cool stuff from Frank. Just unfortunately today, not good enough, as Influx absolutely convincingly taking game 4 and therefore the match. It is looking like Frank is gonna maybe finish this up. Yep, and puts
Hmm.
the red on top for a nice drop. Geez, one more. 808 from Frank. Absolutely an excellent time, and that will win a lot of games in the semifinals, but not today and not against Influx. He is moving on to the finals to face Ibar. So
Yeah, that
coming, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say, yeah, we got our finals coming in store for you. We've got Ibar versus Influx, the two eyes in our bracket. So this is gonna be wonderful to see. Don't you go anywhere. You're watching the DRMC.
Welcome back in there, Dr. Mario fans, to this final match of the 2026 July DRMC. I am Mook the Librarian. Joining me in the booth is John Depp Flindo. And Flindo, we've got a brand new member of the people who made the finals club in Ibar.
Yeah, this it's really exciting for him.
Yes, sorry.
Obviously, I wish I could have been there, but anytime somebody gets a big achievement like this, you can't help but be happy for him. So I'd really like to see him take at least one crown here off of Infox, maybe go and win the whole thing. We'll have to see. We don't have any stats for Ibar because this is his very first time being here, so we're just gonna have to see what happens.
Absolutely. Of course, Influx, no stranger to this final match, as he has won this tournament 7 times, most recently last month. He's either going to tick up that number or his 8-time runner-up status on top of, 3-time finals year-end champion. I mean, it's definitely a tall order facing off against Influx, whoever you are. And I know that because he was who I faced the one time I've made the finals.
Yeah,
Don't
well,
remember who you played.
I played Savage.
You played Savage. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, it's gonna be a big one. We are doing levels 14 through 17, and it is a best of 5 continual. It continues as it was last time, and looks like we've got readies from both our players.
Indeed, we do. And a 3, 2, 1 pills. And here we go in Ibar's first ever finals. And interesting starting board here for Ibar. He's found ways to already drill down in kind of the rightish side of this board. Would like to see some more yellows and blues for him because these reds are just not useful at all.
Yeah, Influx running into the same problem with blues, as he is just now getting to where he's got quite a bit of blue available on his board, but early on had to set things up in probably the less efficient manner because he didn't have access to blue. But check this setup out that he is putting together. He's hoping for a blue yellow, and it is just there. It's going to come in, and bing, bang, boom. That's a
Oh.
big drop from Influx, and it puts him just 4 viruses behind. It's still 4 viruses behind as Ivar just keeping things moving.
Yeah, the problem Ibar's got now is this there's so much red and blue on the top line. He's only got 4 yellow viruses out of 25. So that could be a pressure point for him as we peek back over at Influx, and he has brought this down to just a 2 virus game. Has some opportunity to maybe go for a horizontal yellow here. We'll see if he decides to go for that. Yeah, and with that red yellow, he's absolutely going to go for that. So a big combo from Influx gives him a little bit of a lead over Ibar, and I think Influx definitely has the better board health here too.
Yeah, Ibar just cleared out some garbage that has been kind of plaguing him for a bit. He had a misdrop earlier. It wasn't anything major. It's just, every misdrop is a big misdrop when you're facing off against somebody like of Ibar's caliber. I love the setup in his end game, though, as he is going to get these reds paired up together. But now he's got some choices to make because he can pair up either the reds or the blues. Looks like the blues are going to come up first with that double red. But it is Influx out first at about a 215. Ibar going to take some drop time here, but he is just 3 reds away from completing this level 14 as well. There's 2, there is 3 out at a 229.
Yeah, about a 14-second difference here between our players. Look at this double blue for Influx. Really nice into that L, yeah. Now, this is an interesting state here for Influx, but that blue-red, really useful for him to... Oh, no, but a misdrop. That's actually not that bad, as he uses that double blue to kind of do some Olympics down to get that drop down. Now he's just got one little piece of garbage there in column 8, and he is working his way down. He's only 3 to 5 viruses behind Ibar at any given point.
Yeah, Ivar right now is just now getting to some more blue access. That's been a problem for just a bit on this bottom of the board here, or the midpoint of the board here. He's got some interesting ideas. I think he may be overextending his yellow use just a little bit, but I mean, that's what he's getting. So it's kind of going to be really tough. But check this out, big upside down T clear, as that is going to keep things moving. And my guess is that the twin we can see is not the one we should be concerned about. In the background there, as you see Ivar continuing to glance over, he does have twins, and that sometimes he has to go into dad mode.
Yeah, twins and a newborn, actually.
Yes.
Congratulations to Ibar. But he's just continuing to move right down this board, holding an 8 virus lead over Influx at the moment, who's got some setups. That blue yellow, really nice for him, able to fire off of that combo. But now desperately needing yellow to really drop down this stuff in his columns 3 and 4. Now, any red here will do the trick. Well, it would have, but he cleared out the yellow that was in column 5, and now is going to have to do a little bit more work to get down to this horizontal, as Ibar out at a 439.
Yeah, if Influx has got a kryptonite, it's the complexity of his plays. Although that is a nice end game right there, as he's out at a 450. They are both the greatest strength that he's got in his game, and probably the biggest weakness that can be exploited in his game, because those setups take time. And if one of them happens and the pills don't show up, then it can be a real issue. He has taken a lot of measures in recent years to kind of help with that. Oh, I just looked over at what Ibar was setting up and saw that the right pill showed up at the wrong time for him. He's gonna get the setup right here to make this fat log. But that was unfortunate. He had a really good setup there, and it just kind of, like I said, the right pill came at just the wrong time.
Yeah, I mean, that's Dr. Mario for you, but he's done a really good job to clear that up a bit, and he actually still has about a 14 virus lead over Influx, which not a lot of people can say in their career here in Dr. Mario. So Ibar just absolutely proving that he deserves to be here, and he is doing everything he can to put the screws on Influx, as it were. Nice combo there. A lot of blue on this top line though for Ibar. A little bit concerned for him. We'll have to see what he's got in store for this end game.
Yeah, and that tends to be the name of the game here, as this 14 through 17 is no joke. We always talk about how it is not a sprint, it is a marathon. Interesting decisions from Influx not to use the yellow blues that he's gotten to make this combo down here on the left hand side, but right now it is a 16 to 4, now 15 to 4 difference, with Ibar just needing a couple more blues, and at 7:01 he's going to be into the final level of this block.
Yeah, Ibar just going to town. I don't love this starting board for him. No yellow access whatsoever. Fortunately, he hasn't gotten very many yellow pills, so he's not having to worry about that too much. Meanwhile, Influx just needing 2 more reds with that drop cross and 1 more yellow. Takes the guess, goes for the red first, and that was the right call, and an extended log out for Influx at a 732 puts him in the final level. Virus count basically even here, but Ibar does have the advantage of having some setups already going.
I don't know about that too much, because I glanced over in time to see Ibar pull up a new board. I think he either topped out or made some progress on his board and decided this wasn't the 17 he wanted, because he was starting up a new board around the same time that Influx was getting out. So we're looking at a basic dead heat here between these two players.
Yeah, and our Twitch chat telling us that Ibar topped out. So I didn't see that either. So I'm not really sure what
I
the
didn't either.
what the issue there was. But 47 to 46, now 44 to 45. These players just going blow for blow, pill for pill. Ibar nodding his head at something, not sure what, but he's
Probably
getting
us.
pretty much as possible. I know he does listen to the commentary, but he's getting pretty much everything he wants. But so is Influx.
I like this setup. I like this setup. Give him a blue yellow there, Doc. Or just a double blue. Either one. Come on. The man deserves this. Will he take the blue red? Yeah, he's going to take the blue red. Okay, there it is.
I don't blame him.
And there's the blue yellow, the next pill after. Isn't that the way it always goes?
Still very close here, 23 to 23.
Yeah, I mean, this is as close as you could get it and closer than you wanted, especially if you're either of these players. But not a lot of red access on top of Influx's board, not a lot of anything else over on Ibar's board. That can be a blessing or a curse. It really just depends on how this game's going to go. It's 14 to 14. Flindo, what do you think the odds are? We got ourselves a tie here.
9 to 11. Anything is possible. We've already seen one tie this month. We saw it yesterday, but huge combo from Ibar. Those chances of a tie just went down significantly. He's just got to bet 3 more reds. But look at Influx. He's got a really nice setup himself, but it's going to be Ibar to 947.
Yeah, but look at that drop.
4 seconds later.
Oh, wow. And Ibar avoids becoming the 6th member of the I made it to the finals and all I got was swept club that you and I happen to be members of.
Yeah.
Oh, me. So congrats to Ibar on avoiding that auspicious category.
Yeah. On his very first crown, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. All right. So we're going to get reset here. Man, if these crowns keep going that close, then we might be in here for the long haul, Ook.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and that's like, ooh, I didn't take a drop time or I made a missed drop levels of close. Ooh, over the course of 4 levels. That's just insane.
Yeah. And this is at least the second time we've seen Ibar top out on the final level and still take the crown. He did it against Sarah Sparkle a while ago.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Dimwit do it once in a finals. It's definitely possible. All right, 3, 2, 1 pills, and these two are going to be off. You see both the twins there behind him. He's got an older kid too, so I mean, man's got a lot on his plate. But Influx, the one-time father, is trying to keep this thing extended, and I like this early play there to keep the board going. He doesn't have a lot of access to blue, but that can change very quickly here in these bigger levels.
Yeah, you bring up a good point there. This is a battle of the Dr. Mario dads. I hadn't realized that Ibar has no access to red whatsoever. He does have the possibility of maybe clearing out these blues in columns 4 through 8 horizontally, but he's now taken that away, and he does now have a little bitty access to some red there in column 5, working on opening up some access in column 1 as well. Nice horizontal there. It is 31 viruses, now down to 30, but look over at Influx. He is got half of that with 15 viruses left.
Yeah, Influx has a tendency to to use the Packy method. You beat him once and you don't see him again. It's been known to happen, and I love that setup for the T. Everything just kind of came in perfectly, and he already had a stack set up. He's going to avoid the drop time here out at a 137, and that is a blazing quick time. But You know, some really good setups coming in from Ibar here. This hopefully he's gonna pull off this horizontal, and oh yeah, you see him nodding his head. He
Yeah.
likes what he's seeing. He knows he needs.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
there we go. Oh, I didn't see
Oh,
the
that was
horizontal.
that was
Nice.
almost a fat log too. But these setups are taking time, and it's given Influx a chance to pull ahead a little bit. But at the same time, he's making some complicated setups of his own, which are also taking time. As Ibar out at about a 218, a 27 virus difference here, now up to 30, and Ibar, or excuse me, Influx has no access to blue on this top line.
Yeah, and it's gonna be. I mean, as I said, he gets access to one of them and uncovers a second. But yeah, it's going to be a second before he gets real access to it. And when he does, you notice he's going to lose access to red. So Influx just kind of figuring out ways to not need those pill colors. It's a very Adelito style play method. But as we look over at Ibar, we see a nice cross clear there, and now he's got some garbage to deal with, but a good top line color diversity with the exception of the fact that he just doesn't have any yellow there.
Yeah, and he's been dealing with kind of color dependency for a little bit, and not his fault whatsoever. Just the way the board has kind of uh, evolved here as he plays through this level 15. But he's making some nice plays. I like that that undertuck in the columns 7 and 8 to deplete the drop time, and it is now a 13 virus, now 12 difference, as Influx just continuing to plow through this level 15, takes the drill down there into the horizontal. Little decision there. Do you go for the red or do you go for the yellow? He saw the red in his next box, went for the yellow. That was the right decision. 358 as he goes into his penultimate level.
Yeah, Ibar there didn't go for an undertuck on his red, and it cost him like one extra pill. It didn't end up being a big deal, except you know how much every pill has counted in this match so far. Oh, he's getting red rushed. Luckily, it's
Oh,
over.
game.
All
Come
right, give him
on.
one more. Give him one more.
Come
Ketchup and
on, game.
mustard. Oh, the pain pill's just coming hard and fast. There it is, out of the 434. Oh,
Yeah, yeah, I hate to see that.
gross.
That we
Oh,
see Influx making some pretty wild combos here on his side of things, but no access to yellow for him. And it's well now he's got some. This double blue interesting. Was really curious to see whether he was gonna go on the right or to the left of that. Now getting double yellow rushed. And yeah, knowing that he had that double blue coming up, wisely avoiding putting any of those on the left side, because he knew once that he saw the double blue in his next box, he was going to be able to clear that yellow out and open up some blue access.
yeah, and he's still holding on to about a 10 virus lead over Ibar, but Ibar kind of storming back here. Uh, Partially on the wings, I think, of just the lack of blue access right now for info. Oh my gosh, dropped into a quad there just to prove me wrong. It's now a 13 virus lead, and Ibar still good color diversity on this top line, honestly, for what he's got. Although now he's lost his access to blue, which he will gain back with another yellow. Oh, he's making the first horizontal, then the second horizontal. Really good heads up play there from Ibar.
Yeah, and it looked like Influx, I think, had a misdrop a little bit earlier in his mid game, and kind of shook his head. But he has done a nice job, even with that, to keep a 7 virus lead here over Ibar. Influx really just needing a lot of red and then 3 yellows in really any given order. He'd like to see maybe a double yellow here just to set out some things horizontally. But now he's going to get a super fat log to get out of this level 17. Or 16 rather. He's into 17 first. Ibar really not too far behind. A double blue for him would have been amazing. Of course, it doesn't pop up. And now he almost got red. Oh no, he did get red rush for just a second. But 702 for Ibar.
Yeah, when only 4 pain pills is a good thing. That tells you what the what the recipe has been from the doc so far. Oh, that was. I'm still reeling over over the end of his 15. But right now, speaking of reeling, Influx is reeling a little bit from lack of blue pills because he's got nothing but blue on this top line. It is gross. He is. Oh, that's not the way he wanted to set that up at all. And now he has. Okay, he's getting himself out of this particular conundrum.
Yeah, he's got an opportunity. He's waiting desperately on that red yellow. He's going to top out.
Top out.
That gives Ibar a lead. Ibar's back in this.
20 virus lead now. And the question is, what can he do with it? So the doctor being particularly cruel to both players now, as the end of that 15 and to a lesser extent the end of the 16, not great for either player. But Influx just laughing it off because, I mean, honestly, at this point, what else can you do?
Yeah, I know I was in that situation earlier myself. But it brings up an interesting point that you made earlier. You know, you were saying that sometimes the huge combos that Influx likes to make gets him in trouble, and I think that's exactly what we saw because he could not get the right pill to fire it off, and it's given Ibar now a 23 virus lead as Influx's board. While that double red was nice, and as I say it, he started to clear it up, but it's been kind of a struggle for him in this level 17, even with the fresh level.
Yeah, it's not been the best, but at the same time, he didn't miss drop at the beginning of it, which was kind of the Achilles heel of that last one. But yeah, Ibar holding on to a 10 virus lead. It's very blue at the bottom. That again, you don't want to say too early, oh, this is looking good, this is looking bad, because the color diversity for Influx's board is a lot better. But again, Ibar holding on to that 10 virus lead, and it's going to be tough, especially with it's going to be tough for Influx to pass him, especially with that triple reds showing up. And now here are the blues for Ibar. So things are looking good for him. He may be taking crown number 2.
Oh,
I like
that was
that.
a really great play by Ibar. I was thinking he was just going to go for the straight up horizontal on the blues, saw the blue yellow and says, nah, I'm going to make a combo out of this. He's out at a 957. He's now 1 game away from his first ever championship.
Absolutely. And Influx with some good.
Look at this.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, everything's looking pretty. Now he's just going to make the setup and give us the show. I don't know what pill he needs.
Yellow blue is what he's looking for. Yeah, because horizontal.
Yeah, there it is. Okay.
Horizontal.
Wow.
A 4-second victory and then a 25-second victory. And Influx saying, hey, wait, topping out doesn't work. Which is exactly what Ibar did in the first game. So
yeah. All right. Well, any win gives Ibar a championship. A reverse sweep is what Influx is going to need. Which one of them is going to get what they need? That is the question, and we are about to get it answered as we've got readies from both players.
Indeed, we do. Which Dr. Mario dad will reign supreme today? We're going to find out in maybe 1 game, maybe 3 more, as we have our 3-2-1 pills. And interesting starting board here for Ibar and for Influx. Both of them finding horizontals to make things happen. And just pretty good Dr. Mario play overall here as we get started.
Yeah, an ideal pill sequence to start off for Influx. as he has yet to find anything he can't use. He is going to, yeah, none of these are misdrops except maybe that red yellow, because he is just finding some good ideas. And yeah, there's that. That was a big one. But it is a 2 virus lead for Influx right now that is slowly evaporating or not. Nope, it's getting bigger. You can't tell. You can't tell, folks. It just moves so fast in this game.
Yeah. Ivar had a opportunity for a really wild drop fat log. I don't blame him for not going for it because it was going to take a minute to set up. But he had everything he needed, and it was the right pill was in his next box, and it really would have been really cool. So it makes me a little sad that we didn't get to see that. But what we are going to get to see is this drop into a sweet tea, into another vertical drop. Really nice board vision there by Ibar. He has a 13 virus lead now over Influx.
Influx got a little tilted there. He had this really insane play. You can see on his column 6, the yellow with the red on top. That was going to be a drop into a double yellow with, which was going to then drop onto this red and going to give him a, well, this. That monster. Oh, nearly broke the game as well. Saw it coming, didn't see the whole thing coming, but yeah, he had a misdrop. Call it hubris, call it what you want, but it was not working out for him. But right now he is using this opportunity to storm back, as he is now within 5 viruses of the lead is Influx, as Ibar does get out of level 14 first, but it is shenanigans going on all over the place here, partner.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's not the first time we've seen it today. So it's shenanigans, to be honest. But Ibar just trying to find a way to make something happen at the beginning of this level 15. He really hasn't been given much to work with. He doesn't. I mean, he sort of has access to everything, but it's really not pretty.
Yeah. As Influx gets a really good start to this board, but he's not out of that danger zone yet. And by danger zone, I mean the place where he could be setting up combos that will be a problem. All right, now he's down far enough that I'm less worried that he's going to accidentally, fall apart again as the as he could run into a misdrop that could send him into a top out. So it is now a 2 virus lead for Influx, as Ibar's got a nice flat board, but Influx just getting really good pills and finding good places to use them.
Yeah, and Ibar's gotten a little bit RNG'd here, and now he's in the situation where he has access to nothing but blue. Yeah, and I'm sure it's making him really blue dabba dee dabba die because he's not getting any blue pills to speak of, and he's saying, "Yep, I'm a little blue over this right now." He's confirming.
Speaking of blues, look at the bottom of Influx's board.
Ooh.
That's here it comes. Here it comes. All right. He sacrifices some of the combo for, actually being able to play the game. But it's been looking really nice, and he's got to be thinking about horizontals. There's a big one. Oh man, this pill sequencing has been really good, and Influx has been using it perfectly so far.
Yeah, this is really nice for Influx. My goodness. Peek over at Ibar. He's really spired in his columns 7 and 8. And again, just really needing blue to do anything in this board. This blue red gonna be helpful. Gonna take the drill down there. And wisely just opening up the blues in column 8 because he's got even more stuff that he's got to clear out that's all blue. And Influx now into his level 16, maybe gonna see Ibar go for a horizontal on this red. He certainly is signaling that he wants to do that. In order to do that, though, he's got to clear out this blue virus.
Yeah, it's just tough. Everything's tough. All right, there we go. There's a nice clear for Ibar. But yeah, all this time that the trouble that he's getting is just giving Influx some time to get into his level 16. There we go. Ibar out at a 538, so about a 40-second difference between the two players here into their levels 16. But anything can happen, and we've certainly seen comebacks already in this match.
That we have. Ibar got nothing to do with that double red or double yellow. He just throws it on top of a red, says, "Forget it. I'll worry about it later." He kind of laughs it off. He's like, "Yeah, there was nothing I could do about that." But what he can do is this nice sideways sweet tea into a vertical drop. Really nice play there by Ibar. He's only down 10 viruses. He's just got to get the pills to work with him. Meanwhile, looking over at Influx, I kind of hate this board for him. He's really having to make some complicated plays, and I gotta
no
think that
yellow.
yeah, I gotta think he's trying to get this blue horizontally, and once he does, it's gonna drop into a cross clear. Is he gonna fire it off here? He is gonna do that. Nice play by Influx.
He's literally had no yellow, has been the biggest problem that Influx has had on this board. That is a nice salvific play, if you will, as he is holding on to a 9 virus lead, but the most of those viruses that he's got left are blue, and I'm not going to sing it, but you can imagine just how he's feeling about that. This double blue is going to be a piece of gold for him, and meanwhile, Ibar would like to not see as much blue, I think, because he doesn't really need much of it. What he needs right now is a lot of red.
Yeah, I mean, he does need blue to the extent of opening up that yellow in column 3, and he is signaling that he's prioritizing that. Other than that, yeah, he really doesn't need much in the way of blue until he gets down to this end game. Wondering if he will maybe go for a horizontal. Nah, he's not going to go. Well, he might. I don't know. But either way, Influx now out at a 759, as Ibar does set up for that horizontal I was just eyeing.
Yeah, and hey, you remember we were talking about blue? Influx don't need it. he's he's been getting a lot of it, doesn't need a bit of it, and now can finally find some use for it. But it's a lot closer going into the 17 than it was going into the 16. So Ibar definitely making some ground up. That was some scary play there.
Yeah, Ibar dangerously close to topping out there. But look at this. He's got a slight lead now over Influx. The scary play has paid off for him. Now it's a dead heat. This level is going to come down to the wire. Ibar does not want to see blue right now. Influx basically wants to see only blue. I gotta think he's gonna set this. Yep, set that right there, and now has an opportunity for a really wonky fat log if he can get a couple more red blues, or any reds in general. Are we gonna see one of the upsets of all time here?
I mean, it's always possible. Every time we see a player, it's always possible. But all right, there's a drop for Influx and kind of get himself back into this board. As we look over what Ibar's got, it's very yellow.
Yeah.
Very, very, very yellow on this top line, just getting yellower. So the question is that gonna be okay for him? I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. This game, it's not scripted. Everything's crazy. I don't know.
Oh, nice fat L there from Ibar on the left side of his board. Really not wanting to see any blue. Has the opportunity for a long horizontal of yellows down at the bottom of his board. Gonna use this yellow blue to open up the rest of his column 1 down there at the bottom. Now has even better access to that horizontal at the bottom. He takes it. It is 14-18 after a huge combo from Influx. Ibar's got a lot of red and a lot of yellow that he's got to work through, though.
Yeah, they are trading blows. Influx has got a big fat log right there. That is going to bring him down to 9, but it is also 9 for Ibar. These two are just right back and forth. 7-5 now. Oh my goodness, it's so
what
close.
A play from Ibar. He really needs a blue right now. It's going to be 2-2. Who's going to get Ibar Influx just needs a double yellow to put this away. One more yellow for Ibar, one more blue, one for yellow. 10:57 to a 10:59. We will confirm, but it looks like Influx takes it.
Yeah, that was insane. So give us a second as our restreamer double checks to make sure that everything is kosher. But as it looked on the screen, it looked like a 2-second win, and that will give Ibar a 2-1 lead over Influx. I mean, can't blame the doctor for trying to give us just a little bit more of this insane match.
Yeah, and what a comeback from Ibar too. He was like 30 seconds behind out of 15.
Yeah, it was neither one no set of boards so far has been kind at all. But that's why we do the thing. 100% why we do the thing. Ooh.
Yeah,
So,
and
go ahead.
T. Pullman pointed out that nobody topped out in this game.
Oh yeah, it would have been a sub 9 if
Yeah.
either player had topped out. And we are getting players back on, which I'm assuming means we're going to have a confirmation. Yes, confirmed that Influx has taken the crown. Let's get some more Dr. Mario going.
There we go. We have at least one more, possibly 2 more games here. Influx would love to take this to a decider. It'd be the first one we'd seen today. Ibar would love to just put this away now, go on to win his first ever finals. And I'm just here for the fun at this point.
Yeah, I don't have the round 2 numbers, but we only saw one decider in round 1 and none today. So it's been, the Crows are getting a little underfed. So we'll just have to wait and see if Influx will be feeding the Crows or if Ibar will be wearing the crown.
Yeah, and I'm just realizing now that Crow is just crown without the N.
Yeah, that is true. That is very true.
While Ibar is out, I'm going to take a quick moment to fill up my water. I will be right back.
All right. I'm going to stay with you folks, though, as it looks like it's Influx that's out, not Ibar. So, yeah, the I matches are just INSANE. Didn't spell it out because his kids are there. I'm just trying to make things sound interesting. But looks like both players are back in shot, and I see a ready from both players. So once they are good to go, we're going to be having a lot more fun.
All right. And Flindo's back, as we have already. And a 3, and a 2, and a 1. Pills.
Okay. These are 2 of the boards of all time, for
Yeah.
sure.
They are definitely boards that exist.
Oh, okay. There we go. Ibar finally getting the pill that he needed to kind of make a combo work out. Now doesn't want to see any more red, and of course that's exactly what he's going to get. Oh, just keeping our hearts mildly attacked here. It is 46-49. Ibar with the lead, and the timers are pretty well synced.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying watching the Ibar because these dangerous plays are the exact kind of plays that I would make with this kind of board. So I'm right along with him. I'm like, man, this is so much fun. But peeking over at Influx, he's keeping pace here with Ibar. Doesn't really have much use for anything with a color that starts with the letter Y here. But I love this red yellow. He does exactly what I thought he would do with it, creating a horizontal and dropping some stuff down to where that everything is useful. He is down to 21, Ibar down to 15, but gonna suffer a lot of drop time here with this combo. And he takes a minute to peek over and see what Influx is doing.
I do like the potential setups that that Ibar has. Looks like he likes the options that he has as well. We're gonna see if
Oh, give him one more. Give him one more.
there it
Let's
is.
go.
There it is. Huge
Fat
fat log.
log. Fat log. Ibar's clearing his board with a little fat log.
Influx got one as well, and looks like I don't know, but Ibar out at sub 2 minutes. Good place to be here. Influx looking for some horizontals and any red. All right, there's one red. Now just needs 2 more blues and he will be out as well. But it's that red drought was kind of a problem for him. About 15-second difference so far, and that equals about 10 viruses at this point.
Yeah, and right now Ibar just really does not want to see much in the way of red. He really needs blue. He really needs yellow. Any red he get is probably going to go onto this column 6. Look at that horizontal, nice play from him. And yeah, I think you just take the drill down there in column 6, get the red out of the way, open some stuff down towards the lower sides of the board, and Ibar making great work, holding a 5 to 7 or so lead over Influx, who. Ook, what do
Has
you
been
think about
making
this board?
Yeah, he's been making some serious combos. If you see another yellow blue, or now just of course the yellow blue comes in late. He was going to try to go ahead and tee it out, make a triple combo out of it. Nice versus style play, but it didn't come out. Now Influx, again, those insane combos are both faster and slower depending on what his game is looking like. But he's only down by 2 viruses and going to get a nice lightning bolt here. A play we used to see a lot more of. That was just nasty from Influx, as he's going to get that double yellow, double blue, another double blue. He is blessed by the pills right now.
What RNG for Influx? And we could say the same thing on Ibar's side, but it not be a good thing.
Oh man. All right. Well, Ibar is hoping to take some yellows out he's just hoping to take yellows out at this point. That's been tough for him. It's a 419 for Influx, as Ibar, having to make the choice. Do I take the not 100% option play, or do I take the drop time? He made the right choice. I was very glad that he made the right choice. And he's going to be out of 441.
Yeah, 441 here for Ibar. Influx has a lot of blue at the top of this board. Yeah, and I was just about to say, do you think he's going to get the double blue? I commentators blessed him before I even said it. What is this game?
This RNG is insane. Now he's going to need some more blues, and double blues would be ideal. Okay. Decision eludes me, but I am not the one playing in the championship right now. So
I think he expected those yellows in 6 and 7 to clear out, and then the double blue was going to drop down and get a triple horizontal. I think is what he was expecting.
Well, whatever he was expecting, this is what just happened. And yeah, it's still a 17 virus lead for Influx. How many double blues is he going to get when he needs them? I don't understand this.
All of them is the answer. He's going to get every
Clearly.
single double blue he needs. But right now, what he wants is a double red to drop down, and well, maybe he's signaling for something else now. Oh my goodness, what am I even watching, folks? I don't even know anymore.
Yeah, and don't take anything that we're saying as a suggestion that the pills are in any way anything other than what they are, because it still takes the knowledge of how to play this game, how to efficiently put together things. It's just when you've got that and good pill RNG, it hurts for the rest of us to watch.
Indeed. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
I didn't see the horizontal. I was like, what is he doing?
Yeah, me neither.
Finding horizontals. That's what he's doing. 646 out for Influx. And pretty well in control here, as Ibar is really not gotten much
but
to
I like
work
this
with,
play.
but I
Check it.
really like
Yeah.
that play. Nice drop into some combos there for Ibar. He's down to 14, trying to get back in this. I think it's going to take some doing at this point.
Yeah, these players just keeping us almost speechless, and you know how hard that is to do with a couple of talking heads like us. But
Yeah.
it is 5 to 50 on the previous level, as Influx trying to just tear into this level 17. Ibar just needing this and now some reds. Looks like it's going to be a horizontal to finish things out. So 3 reds. There's 1. There's 2. There's 2 more. He's out at a 751, but the chase down on this one is 40 viruses. And that is a tall order for anybody. But, you know, Influx or Ibar is up 2-1, and you don't get that way by being a slouch at this game.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is an interesting board for Ibar. He's just got to have everything that he needs. Honestly, there's not much else to say. He's got to get the right pills, and he's got to hope that Influx does not get the right pills. But I
there it
mean, with
is.
with that double red, he
Ugh.
gets the right pill, and yeah, Influx is pretty well in control here. Okay, takes the yellow, takes the drill down to get the red into the horizontal blue. Just going to need 2 more reds, 2 more yellows. How does he prioritize? Yep, he puts the yellow on top, as he should. And 1 more yellow will do it, out at an 851 for Influx. A commanding victory here in Game 4. And get your bird seed out, because we've got a decider on our hands.
That is only 15 seconds off of Influx's PB, by the way. 851 gets him a tie for 14th place on our hot times, and is the fastest time we've seen all year on this level block. Influx himself had an 852 just back in January, but nobody else has done quite that this year. Heaven help us, we're going to a decider.
Yeah. And Ibar getting some twin luck back there, rubbing the head of his twin for good luck.
Y'all, it's not just the gameplay in 14 to 17 that is a marathon. It is also the commentary.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And also
Just
getting
wow.
a snack as Ibar.
Yeah, sounds like a great idea. Oh, okay, good. He closed the window or something, because that was getting real bright on his face. Okay, well, we've got a ready and a ready.
And a 3, 2, 1, caw pills. Here we go. Both players out pretty much at a time that is the same.
Yeah, and I liked the first pills from Ibar. He is going to forgo the option for the for the horizontal clear, and there you go. He gets part of the horizontal clear that I was hoping for him, but I like this board. Even the further down you look, the more the colors coordinate very well. So if he gets a good sequence, this could be a jet 14 for Ibar. Meanwhile, Influx doesn't want to see a lot of yellow. That's about all I can say about this seed so far.
Yeah, he doesn't want yellow, but at the same time, Influx kind of has a similar board as Ibar. He's got stuff that's lined up for doubles and horizontals. He's just got to get the right pills to make it happen. This blue red is exactly what he's been waiting for: a drop into a horizontal, into a double vertical. Now needing a lot of red is Influx to break down into this end game. Ibar needing blue, but that double blue really great for him. A nice sweet tea. Wilford Brimley would be proud as he continues to drop things down.
Oh, that inside sweet tea clear from Influx, that was absolutely gross. Not the sort of thing, not the sort of way we're used to seeing it set up. And I just was shooketh the second I saw it. And oh, really nice play there. So he's just going to need some blues to finish this out. Ivar just going to need, looks like everything's just going to be set up vertically for him. So another red, another blue as Influx out at 2 minutes. Ivar going to be out at 2 minutes too. Oh, y'all want ties, don't you?
Yeah. And I gotta say, I think I like Ibar's board at the beginning anyway, just a little bit more than Influx's. He's been able to do some stuff that has not required really much drop time until about right there in that column 7 and 8. He is keeping pace with Ibar here, or excuse me, with Influx, and keeping things even. Needing a little bit of everything is Ibar. Influx needing reds and blues.
Yeah, he doesn't want to see any yellow here, and has been finding interesting uses for his yellows. At the very least, he's keeping the drop time low. So he didn't like something to do with that play. I mean, overall, it's the pill sequence hasn't been ideal, and therefore the play hasn't been his favorite. But so okay, that actually kind of moved things back in the right direction for Influx. Meanwhile, Ibar getting double yellows at just the right time, and yeah. Okay, yeah, I agree with this play here. Okay, he is just going to drop it down. I was going to say, being able to just drop down those double blues would have been great for him. But it is now about a tied up ball game as we have lost Ibar. We're going to get him right back, and everything's going to be fine, folks.
All right. Yeah, love to see it. Shout outs to the Dave for staying on top of things here. It is Ibar with a slight lead here over Influx. But I don't really love either in game. I think I prefer Ibar's because he's got this horizontal ready to go, and now he is just needing to clear out this yellow, gets a horizontal on the blue, and here we go. 410 for Ibar. He is out of level 15 first. 2 levels to go for him. Influx hot on his trail, though. Just needs 2 more blue, 2 more red. Sees the double blue in his next box. Wisely throws that blue yellow to the ground to avoid drop time. And 426 for Influx.
Yeah, this is... Whew. This has been fun. So we've got big play there from Ibar, but he needed to do something like that because he just didn't have anything red sitting, anything but red sitting on the top of his board. Is going to get a nice clear here, and now he doesn't have any blue access for the most part. So it's very just kind of coming up everywhere for Influx for Ibar that the different pill combinations are not not the most ideal, as now he doesn't have any access to yellow either. And if we look down to Ibar or to Influx, we see that is what we see.
Yeah, I've been eyeing that for a little bit, and He finally gets the pills that he needs to fire that off. And look, he's gonna get the L, yeah, because of course he's gonna get all the yellow blues that he needs.
We're tied again.
Yeah, we are tied again. Well, this has just been a wild day. It's been wild. We've seen sweeps. We've seen deciders now. We've seen people make huge comebacks. We've seen top outs win matches. We've seen top outs lose matches. And we see right now Influx with a little bit of a lead over Ibar, who is just struggling due to the lack of blue pills. But look at this.
Yeah, that's nice for him. All right. Good sequencing so far. You hate that one piece of red garbage over in column 2 for Ibar, though. That's kind of the one fly in the ointment here, as he is going to get a horizontal no matter what, and now he's just he's pretty close to having everything where he wants it, but Ibar Influx. Wow, I'm turning into JB here. As Influx is close to the end of his end game. In fact, there it is. He's out at a 648. And I've just proven that JB's not in our chat right now, as he would have given me grief over that.
655 for Ibar into our final level. A lot of red here at the top for Influx. He's making it work as best as he can. I'd say fairly more diverse for Ibar, though he is quickly running out of places to put red. And gonna run out of places for blue actually too. And that double red in column 8, definitely not where he wanted that to go.
Oh, this is getting close, as we're tied up again. And what do we got? It's a blue yellow is what Influx needs. That's gonna fat log him up. He just needs it to happen. And that pill is there it goes. He's not going to get the fat log, but he is going to get the drop that he wanted. And it's now 38-35. Ibar still with the lead here. But it is about a 2-second timer difference. So we're going to be keeping an eye on that, because it's looking like it's going to matter.
Yeah, Ibar did a really nice job to find a way to drop down, not only drop down that double red in column 8, but to make it useful. And he's done a really, really great job here. My main concern for him is how much blue is clustered kind of here in columns 2 through 5. But he's got a really nice setup. I'd really like to see one more yellow blue for him. There it is. He's going to get a drop into a sweet tea, and actually uses the yellow blue that was coming up for something different. Peek over at Influx now. Double yellow. Yeah, double yellow will be really great for him, Ook.
He wants it. I don't know that he's going to get it. But I mean, look at all the setups that he's got. Look at all these setups. And I think he just realized that the double yellow helps no matter what. He needs to get stuff out of the way. And
blue.
My gosh, it's so close. This is so close. All right, now
Ibar's just got to clear out these reds and get one more yellow. Come on, game. Not this way. Come on, game. There it
There's
is.
the yellow.
920.
And
Influx
passes it.
Ibar's going to take it. Wow.
Oh my gosh. What was that? A sum total of like 20 seconds between these two on every, for all the wins. That bookmark this one, folks. When it comes time for our year-end awards, this one is one for the ages. GG's to Ibar, GG's to Influx. Man. That has been an insane match.
Indeed, it has. Good night.
Well, you said good night, and I think that is a good segue into closing out this stream. Don't forget, folks, next week we will not be having our silver bracket matchup. Check the calendar in our Discord. for the information. That will be coming up in 2 weeks because next weekend we will be having our Wilmington Regional, and our wonderful restreamer, the Dave, and I will both be out that way. Not that me being up there matters at all. So next Sunday, be sure you're checking out that. And then in 2 weeks, come back and see the silver bracket matchups as well. But that is going to do it for this stream tonight. So a big thank you to all of you for watching, and from our commentators, JB Henry, Archer Lewis, Ramsey Fox, my partner John Dat Flindo, our restreamer The Dave. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, that is going to be Tuesday night for our monthly checkup. Take your vitamins.